Welcome again, and today I read part 2, The Day Our Hearts Were Broken and Our Lives Forever Changed. This is chapter 4, heading the 18th of November 1995. Some of the most beautiful mornings are remembered for the most horrific reasons. It was Saturday the 18th of November, one of those beautiful spring mornings, one right out of the box, sun shining, crisp, fresh air. I was up earlier than normal because we had plans to go to Bendigo to do fundraising. Just 30 months after my car crash, my family was slowly rebuilding our lives and preserving ties with the community. We had found ways to give back to our community, to those less fortunate, which was a small part of the rebuilding. At least it was for me. As a family, we were going to Tin Shake in Bendigo on behalf of our eldest daughter, Michelle. She had committed to raise funds for the then called Spastic Society of Victoria. It's now called Scope. Ange, Jasmine, Carmen and I were excited about our Saturday adventure. The morning played out like your average Saturday, I guess. At 8:15 a.m, I briefly chatted with Michelle and then she left for work and gave us a toot as she drove out the gate. Carmen had left the house at 7:30 a.m. to drive her best friend, Carmen Trevine, into town for work. Carmen stayed overnight as she had done hundreds of times before. The two Carmens had been the best of friends since primary school and were inseparable. The girls were up before us that morning because Carmen Trevine worked part-time at McDonald's in Bendigo. Despite having a late night talking in the bedroom as teenagers do, Carmen was up early because she had to drive her friend to work, as she didn't yet have her licence. 3 months earlier, Carmen got her licence on the first attempt, the day she turned 18. She was over the moon about it. She loved driving, loved her independence, and was a very good driver. I taught all of my 4 girls to drive. They're all good drivers, but Carmen was very good and fully prepared for sitting her test. She loved her little car so much that she couldn't wait to get behind the wheel. I hadn't seen the girls before they left, but with the 40-minute round trip into McDonald's, it wouldn't be long before Carmen would return home. So we patiently waited for her. We'd planned to leave home by 8:30 a.m. to make the 20-minute trip to the fountain in the centre of Bendigo for our fundraising tin shake. I don't remember having breakfast that morning, but I guess I did. I don't remember everyone rushing around to get ready, but I guess we all did. I remember putting the fundraising collection tins and banners into the boot of the car. I remember it because it was then, when I was standing at the back of the car with Ange and Jasmine, that I heard a car coming up Hawkins Lane. While standing in the driveway, my gaze shifted from our beautiful grey-green gum and colourful bottle brush trees surrounding our driveway to the flashes of white as a car travelled behind the trees, slowed before turning into our gate. It didn't look like Carmen's car. I was surprised to see it was a police car. It wasn't unusual for people to call into our house and ask for directions to properties in the surrounding area, so I approached the police car to see if I could be of any assistance. And that's all I'll read from this chapter. And thank you for listening. I do hope you get a chance to read the rest of this chapter.